Hey, Big Love fam. Welcome to SuperFreq. This is a high vibe podcast, y'all, exploring all things frequencies, how they govern, form, shape our realities, and are the key to living from your full potential. It's non-woo convos about super woo shit, unpacking what I call the science of self, from body and soul literacy to the power of understanding vibration, higher consciousness, quantum physics, and spiritual psych. Let this podcast become a resource for you on your journey to self-mastery. If you're curious and ready to free your mind, unlock the body, and truly become limitless, then you're in the right place. I'm your host, Talie. This is SuperFreq, awakening for the next gen. Let's go. All right, y'all, let's get started with some fundamentals. So people who are on their awakening journey, who are new, who know that there's something else to all of this, that have had, let's say, a series of interesting things happen for them lately. I don't know why this person just did this to me. I feel really betrayed. I know that there's something I need to look at. I'm going to go back to therapy, or they have been in therapy before. They've tried all these different modalities and they can't quite get down into the core reason. For me, I was completely burnt out with trying everything. There was an innate knowing I had that I swear, whenever I start to make these episodes, I always have to burp. It's so annoying. Anyway, I knew that there was something else. And I knew that I had potential, this big potential, and then there was me, and then there was this huge gap. And I didn't have ease or real access to myself. And I didn't really know how to show up for myself or really have me. And probably the reason why I was so attracted to psychology and depth psychology and Carl Jung and Krishnamurti and things like that, because a lot of that information made a lot of sense to me. I just wasn't a big fan of life. Like, I kind of didn't want to do this anymore. I didn't really want to be here. And I would ride the wave of being really anxious and really depressed because I didn't know how to stay in time. And that's the core of a lot of it, is understanding how to stay in the present moment at the frequencies of nature. And this is really where you organically and abundantly, naturally manifest. You don't really have to manifest. Everything is already manifest in the all that is. Any possibility, anything that's happening out that you could possibly want for yourself is in the field as a potential and a possibility. It's just your resonance and your access to it that is the variable. So when you're getting started on this journey, it's really understanding that nothing is happening to you. It's happening for you. These are like kind of principles 101, that your thoughts, beliefs, how you think about yourself and others, how others perceive you, basically you perceive you. We have a way that we think people think about us that isn't accurate. Those are called filters. These things are collected over time. We are literally walking wounding. Humans are. If you look at it like everything that's happening politically right now, it's all just wounding. We're playing out unresolved childhood trauma. And these programs fulfill themselves because that's the way universal law works. Once you can understand that everything is happening for you, you can start to separate yourself out of the emotion. Emotions are very helpful, but they're not really. They slow the process down. It's an incredibly instructive system that we have as the body. And it's part of what makes us human. It gives us something to really experience. Like, higher dimensional beings have no idea what emotion is. They're like, what are these humans doing? Why are they so obsessed with this, and etc.? Like, why can't they evolve? What is this emotion? Well, they think they love these people, and therefore they're staying stuck in this program. They're like, what is love? They don't get it. But there's 5 core areas. What we believe and perceive to be true. This is the ego. This is the mental plane. Our heart center. This is where we have service. This is where we have love. This is where we have connection, vulnerability, etc. This can get very distorted. This is where we have a need to serve. But again, if we have a distorted need to serve, these typically will come with sacrifice patterns. Think about the Mother Teresa type, very burdened. Then we have our gut instinct, this core area of our body where we have a lot of power or disempowerment. We make a lot of decisions here. Think about motivation. Think about all this type of content. Typically the core, this new age, they call it chakras. Maybe you want to call it like a meridian or a center. This solar plex area, this stomach area, like this is my gut, this is where my intuition is kind of thing. Think about will and gut and like sticking it out, and a lot of willpower is in this area. So you have your power source here that works a lot with the mind. Think about habits, high performance habits, how you create programming yourself for these things. These things often work together. Then you have your sacral area, your sexual organs, this animalistic desire, very distorted desire. These 5 areas are where we make all of our decisions. If you ever notice, this is exactly what's used in pervasive marketing, in emotional branding, in any type of manipulative propaganda in general, all of that, any title, any language, any copywriting. It's what you learn in marketing school. It's what you learn in branding school. There are 5 core emotional centers everybody makes their decisions from. And this is the core areas that you want to look at when it comes to patterning. So the mental area, ego, intellect, challenge, think about contrast content, very polarizing content comes from the mind. Then you have your heart center. Think about all the fun emotional animal videos that we like to engage with. This is where you get all the donation base. They're really pulling on empathy. Then you have your willpower area, your power center. You have your solar plexus. Then you have your reproductive area, your sexual desires. You'll look at a lot of things that sell that will have titles on them like, stop having bad sex. The click rates on these things are through the roof because it piques a level of curiosity and interest. It's almost too easy to manipulate humans when you really think about it. That's why when you get into higher consciousness here, this polarity that we live in, we all have the same rules, but let's say the positive charge of the consciousness doesn't need these things. They're not interested in manipulating you with these things. Because the frequency of pure love is just total acceptance. So when you get into the negative charge of consciousness, these things become very interesting to entertain. So you're seeing all this coming to the surface now. By the time I'm recording this episode, the Balenciaga thing is rife. The pedophilia out there is rife. The child trafficking thing right now is rife. And this has been in our faces for years and decades. But we were always considered conspiracy theorists. And now we're not so crazy anymore, right? So you want to just isolate these 5 areas and just see what comes up in a day with these 5 areas. How much of your day do you spend in mental activity? How much of your day do you spend in your heart center? Just in generosity, in kindness, in reciprocity, and altruism? Or how much of your day is actually spent arguing with your mind from your willpower, from your solar plexus? How much of your day do you spend disempowered? How much of your day do you spend in a state of power? Think about digestion issues. Think about where you hold weight. These are all correlated. How much of your time is spent, and this is specifically an epidemic with men right now in their 30s, where their sex drive has gone down or they're not having sex because of the conditions that have happened since COVID, and the online porn industry has gone through the roof. So now we have a disconnected, alone, single man in his 30s, which is about the most dangerous thing you can have in a society. Let's look at all the mass shootings that have happened. Who are the shooters? This is not an accident. How much of your time is spent avoiding intimacy? How much of your time is spent in shame? How much of it has been, let's say, taken too young, this innocence, or in fear of it? Or you make decisions based on it where you don't feel sexy enough, you don't feel good enough, you don't feel attractive enough, or you're putting a value on your own sex and sexual needs. This is a very clear indicator of where your core patterning is. So a lot of people that I've seen and talked to, especially on the social network, which is my life, right? My life is online, and it's not difficult to see where and hone in on people's core patterns and how they really feel about themselves and what they're running, because they'll be very, very controversial in their content. There's a reason why that is. It's why I tap in, I do the celebrity series that I do, because people find them really interesting, because everything is a reflection, becomes a huge reflection. It's nothing to take personal. It's for you to take inventory. Don't take it personal, take inventory. So those 5 centers, pay attention to how you create your reality just from those. If you just focused on one, like I spend a lot of my time disassociating from my relationships and focusing everything into my work. That's a pattern. That disassociation avoidance pattern is something that you want to look at. What is that accommodating? And if you don't know, just do the inventory process in the DNA free will episode that I did at the end and get curious about it. There is a willingness here to do the work. Think about deprogramming. Think about software that's running. You are running a program. 95 or 99%, something like this, that I read recently, of our programs are all subconscious. That's it. They're all subconscious. We're living in a subconscious program. So in the morning, when you're in between that sleep, when you're in theta, you can really start commanding your life to be different. Like, I am abundant. I have access to doors open for me naturally. I have more access to myself. I know what patterns I'm running. Patterns are made available to me very easily. Like, just start asking and commanding things to be shown to you, and they will be shown to you. And then it's, what are you going to do about it? So if you're new, pay attention to those 5 patterns. You're going to also want to understand what space-time is, what the present moment is, how to actually stay and be in your body. I've talked about this before, but I'll cover it again. You're in a room, okay? You have a 360-degree view around you. You're going to connect with your 5 senses or 6 senses, if you have a 6th sense, right? Let's say like kind of the umami of senses. You have a 360-degree view. You're looking around the room and you notice the corner of the room, let's say to your left, the corner of your room on your left, and then your body that's on the couch. Look over at the corner of the room, notice your body, and then notice the distance between the corner of the room and your body, like your belly button, the center of your body. Imagine that there's a column of light going from the ethers to the core of the planet, running through your body that no one else can touch. Goes around you in a circle about arm's length distant, and that is your space. No one can enter it. No one can get into it. No one can invade it. That's yours. Your physical body is on the couch. Your spirit body is rendering you around you. And then you have your soul in the center of it, dead center. You're going to do that spatial reference. It's a matter of coordinates. You're telling your higher self where you are, where your body is. Coordinate number 1, the corner of the room, my body is here. Coordinate number 2, the TV is in front of me, and that's approximately 5 feet, and my body is here. My belly button is here. Then I have the wall behind me that's about 6 inches, and my spine is here. And then you just get very present, and you do a point above you, you do a point below you, you go to the point left, right of you, and then front and back of you. 8 points, because XYZ, 4-dimensional plane. You're going to do as above, so below, as within, so without, left, right. All of these coordinates are going to put you in time. If you do that majority of the day and just check in with yourself, you're actively participating in the game that you're creating. You're way more in the observer state. You have way more space around what's happening to you and around you and for you and your response to it. You can get very curious about those things. So those 5 centers, the meridians to pay attention to: the mental plane, the heart space, the solar plexus, the sexual organs. You could go into throat space, but that's not really an emotional. That's really more of a byproduct anyway. So those 4 spaces, I've been saying 5, but it's 4. Those 4 areas, spatial reference, core patterning. Just start getting used to this language. What's the core patterning that's running here? What is this program? Specifically, pay attention to the emotions. The emotions of these 4 areas are the things that are driving your behavior. Typically, we want to be seen. We want to be heard. There's something we didn't get when we were younger, and we're building our lives from that place of lack. It's wounding. We're building our lives from unresolved trauma. So those 4 areas of emotions, spatial referencing. You want to find yourself in space-time and get very, very curious about your patterns. For now, I think that's a good place to leave you, and in terms of having homework, and then reference this episode for the future. And I'll make a little worksheet for you guys, and I'll put that in. If I don't have it in the show notes, if you're a part of my newsletter, then you'll get it, but I'll add them actually to the show notes. That way you guys have them. And I'll see you on the next episode. In the meantime, get your freak on. Thanks so much for listening, you guys. Please make sure to leave a review and follow the fun on social media because that's how it works in this world. In the meantime, get your freak on. I'll see you in the next session.